Hey everybody, my name is Angie Murenga. You're watching Just Angie. I really know that you're enjoying the conversation that we're having with Wandia of Vivo Activewear. We're celebrating her as our Mashujaa for the month of October and November. She's our hero. Buy Kenya, build Kenya. Enjoy the conversation. I feel when I try Vivo or I wear Vivo, I feel your passion.
Oh, wonderful.
It's so crazy. I feel the passion.
Wow.
I feel that passion and energy and love went into producing this outfit. And I don't know whether other people feel like that. They'll write to us and tell us, but I do. I feel it. I feel
Do you
the
think
passion
also knowing,
within the
because
brand.
you know it's also a local, like supporting
Yes, that's one of the things.
Yeah,
and that's why even for us, by the way, this series where we're doing with you is about our Mashujaa. You are our Mashujaa, by the way. You are our hero. You are our national hero to celebrate in the month of October, because this is a Kenyan brand, you know, and we're celebrating the brand Vivo, but we're also celebrating you because it has worked. This has worked. You know, there's a time we were very big on buy Kenya, build Kenya, move Kenya. This is actually it, you know.
To me, that's
we're building the nation and we're buying from Kenyans, you know, and Kenyans are working behind the products. And even when I came to the store, the factory, is it the factory? Now you have an outlet store, but before it was an outlet store. I mean, we went crazy in there. One day, you know, you think we're flattering you. We're not flattering you, one day. We came in, I remember there were 4 of us. We were supposed to come in and meet your designers. There's something we wanted. I think for one of the events I was having. It was supposed to be a 2-hour meeting. We were leaving there, I think 7 hours later.
Oh my gosh.
First of all, it was a 2-hour meeting where we were coming to get an outfit. We left with bags of shopping. We actually calculated between, I think, the 5 of us what we had spent.
Oh my gosh.
It was crazy. And you see what they did is they let us out on the
floor,
the warehouse floor, where they had different things, and they were even trying to say, no, you can't come in here, these things have gone to the shops. We were like, let me tell you something. We are going to have a ball. We're here. We can't look at all these outfits and leave them. We tried outfits. We bought clothes for people who are not there in the shop. I mean, we've had so much fun. We had too much fun. So I hope the factory, I've not been back. So
come back, because now we've created a new outlet store. It's not as big as what you saw in the warehouse, but obviously you will always have entry to the
warehouse.
Thank
you to the private warehouse. I'm telling you, it was amazing one day. We shopped, we helped each other. I mean, that's another thing. You see, that's what women love, and maybe that's a concept somehow. As you keep going, you can create. Is, you know, like there were ladies there who I would pick out an outfit, and she'd say, I can't wear that. But I'm like, no, this is beautiful. This is your color.
Some things you have to try.
Some things you have to try. So it also changed a lot of perspective of some ladies that were there. One of them now even wears a lot of your stuff to work. They never thought they could go to Vivo and get something for work. Actually, I remember it was a blue, I think it was a pantsuit with a top, you know, and find something for work. But they did. And we had such an amazing time. I think that's a product we have to create, where the women come and they can have their tea or their wine.
You know what? It's so funny. I was just thinking as you're talking, I'm like, mental notes. You know, we should have an open day for, like, you know, that select clients. And
we were there for 7 hours. And left with a battery and an invoice, and we paid everything. I mean, it was complete. We had so much fun. We didn't even think about, you know, the cost and everything. We had so much fun one day. And I can imagine if you do that around wine or around a drink, and just girlfriends can just come and shop together. That's a beautiful product, because we really had a good day. And getting to the shop floor as well was amazing. Just to see the rolls of fabric, meet with your designers, see how they do the planning and the concepts. I think that was, it just made the whole brand come alive for me.
We're going to do one. And we'll
That's
invite you to come and...
Hallelujah. I'll be very excited. And I found some really nice white wine the other day, so I'm very happy with my wine and come and chill out with women. Because I love women, you know. Women have fun. They can really have fun around that, and we can make that event. So I'm really excited. I'll definitely tell you what kind of wine it was. But that was a really...
No, I'm serious. We're going to do it before the end of the year, like in November maybe.
We will. And you know, nobody went back to work. I mean, we're like, Vivo. Nobody went back to work. We were there, and we just had a really, really awesome time. So thank God. And then the expansion as well. You've expanded so fast, and I think that's really good. For you, maybe as an entrepreneur, I can see the... But for us, I mean, the product is available everywhere.
You know, you watch businesses that sometimes grow so quickly, and it can bite you, come back to bite you. So we need to manage that, but hopefully we're being more careful now, like when you're choosing a location. I mean, the whole retail space has expanded so much with so many malls, and so you really don't know like which mall is going to do well, which one isn't. And sometimes it's a matter of timing. When did you know, you might find it doesn't do well in the beginning, and then it takes a while to pick up.
Then it picks up.
Yeah.
How's Nakuru doing?
Nakuru, it has its days, you know. Like the problem also is that it's in a mall where Nakumatt was the anchor, and now you know that's.
So they tried to get another anchor tenant in, anchor supermarket.
So, yeah.
And have you gone? Are you in Kisumu as well?
Not yet.
Oh really?
Not yet.
So out of town is just Nakuru.
Nakuru, Eldoret.
Oh, okay.
Mombasa.
Eldoret is a really oh yes, I saw. Are you in the new Rupas in Eldoret?
Yes.
That's a really nice mall. I was amazed. Have you been there? Let me tell you, I looked at that mall, I was like, wow. And you know the thing with Eldoret, you can tell that the economy is a booming economy. So it would be right to have it. And they have this mall that, if you thought about Eldoret, you think it's out of place, but it's really amazing. And it looks like could be anywhere. It looks international. It's really well done.
So now,
really nice
and then Mombasa we've had for a while in Nyali, and we're about to open in Kiambu.
Okay, in Kiambu?
Yes.
Really, there more honestly development. You see how the country is developing? There's a now amazing mall in Kiambu.
It's just opened, so they've got the anchor tenant is open, Choppies. And you know they're going to have a Nairobi hospital outpatient.
Oh, good.
Was it Aga Khan? Anyway, one of the hospitals, and then it will have. I mean, Java, the usual. Like, but Kiambu is one of the fastest growing economies in microeconomy within the country.
I can imagine because it's not so far from the city, and the city is expanding. You know, there's a time when they used to talk about the city expanding, but we never. I mean, I couldn't envision it, but now I can.
I just had coffee with the meeting I was having before this with a friend who's in the development real estate space, and he was saying that at the moment I think something like 25% of Kenyans live in cities, but in the next 20 years that's going to go up to 50%.
To live in the cities? To
live in the cities. Our cities are growing at such a fast rate. So all these, you know, even what you might have thought of as small towns.
They're going to become cities.
They're becoming
and become
bigger and bigger
economies.
urban centers. So we're becoming a very urban country. And when I look at, I have a friend who's from Zambia, and she was saying Zambia has been like that for a long time. A lot of people live in cities. She was in her 30s before she ever went to her village.
Wow.
She never visited her. I mean, because everyone around you, all your cousins, everybody is all in the city.
But and then the city is expanding, isn't it? That's why Kiambu, I think, would be doing well because the
Kiambu's
city
almost like an extension of Nairobi. It's just there, you know. By the time you get past Ridgeways and on that way, you're almost in Kiambu.
So it's Kiambu, I'm sure, Athi River, places like that. And then Athi River, the other thing is there's so much real estate going on there, so there are people. So it's an interesting time, I think, to do business and an interesting time to expand. But I'll not be happy until you're in South Africa, in the 4 different malls that you need to do that. And Nigeria, you talked about Nigeria.
I'd love to go to West Africa. Really? I would love to, but we know you need to refine the product. Nigerians, like you said, West Africans have another style.
Stuff,
you know?
And they really know it.
Which is also part of this experimenting, because they love the local fabrics. African Ankara prints and stuff like that. So we're trying to see, we want to have an export-ready product line. Yeah.
That's amazing.
So by next year.
Yeah. So Wandia, what do you think has caused you to, we'll definitely remember you. You know the first day you asked me to pray in that shop, do you remember?
Yes.
It was at the junction, I think. I don't even know what I was doing. You said, please pass by the shop and pray. And I did. I'm very obedient. So I went in and I prayed. And sometimes when I look at it, I'm like, wow. And I'm always, I love to celebrate you and love to celebrate that brand, because I think it affects so many people and it makes us feel good. That's the other thing I was going to say. As women, it makes us feel good. I mean,
that's our mission is to inspire every woman to look and feel great.
That you do. I feel good.
And it's whatever, whether it's, you know, and this is what, you know, we talk about as a team. It doesn't matter whether someone walks in, tries on 10 things and doesn't buy, but they should walk out feeling good. You should have been treated well, you should have enjoyed the experience, you should have felt encouraged, you know, complimented, the clothes, even if you'll be like, okay, now I know I'll come back. So the color, the fit, you know, all of that. And it should be for everyone, because I think every woman deserves that.
Yes.
It's not certain body shapes or certain age or certain ages.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, you and I are of the same generation. We don't feel that old. We are getting old, but we don't feel old. No. So we should continue being able
young
to
and
dress
being
in a
fun
way
and
that,
refreshing and happy. Yeah, and you know, like for me, that age looked so far away. It looked like it was, I don't even know, I don't know, dinosaur or something like that. But now I'm there and we're living longer and we're like, fun and we're energetic and we know we can't be put out to pasture.
Let me tell you, if there's someone who, honestly, I look at and I'm like, has defied age, is your mother.
Yes. My mom, she really shocks me as well. She really does.
How does she look so young?
I think she doesn't have any...
Is she happy? She must
she's
be
extremely
very happy.
And you know, even what shocks me when you're talking about my parents is, you know, my dad has had an accident a long time ago. And the two of them just shock me the way they are. You know, sometimes it's like we're not in the room. And the more they've aged, the closer they have to each other. So I think it's one of those things that is a principle of life. You know is that they don't have issues. They've really let go of their baggage and they have fun.
Maybe him going through what he went
through this accident
changed his perspective.
It did. It's not if it did. It did. It changed his whole perspective, and she remained with him. And then my mom was also very vocal, so she'd always tell him, you know, if it was you, if it was the other way around, you wouldn't be here. But I'm here. My mom is very vocal. That's another thing. She just removes everything she needs to say. She doesn't have any baggage in it. She doesn't hold anything back. Wow. Hey, that was amazing. I've really enjoyed these interviews. You know, I tell you, even me myself, I like to go back and watch them, and they're just amazing conversations, you know. And I pray that the conversation begins to set you on a journey where you begin to move and, you know, finding out your own creativity. So that was part 3, and looking forward to seeing you next week for part 4. God bless.